Katsy, can you tell us a little bit about what inspires your lovely artwork?
Yeah, so this year I decided to focus on home and just like how the beach and living in a coastal town really affected me growing up, and it was just all about my home and just like the beach and everything like that.
Super cool. Thank you so much. Hi, I'm here with.
Jim Hewitt,
And who are you here for tonight?
Ray Mills.
Are you enjoying your time at the art show?
This is absolutely wonderful.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Thank you, Mr. Hewitt. Bella, can you tell us a little bit about what your favorite medium is to work with when you're making this lovely artwork?
My favorite medium is paint, but I do like clay a lot. I use it a lot throughout the year, and it has become like one of my favorite mediums to use.
Absolutely wonderful work. Thank you very much. Callie, can you tell us about how long it took you to produce such wonderful artwork?
Oh, I've been working on it all year.
Awesome. And Grace, can you tell us what inspires your artwork?
Yeah, so my theme was all kind of tracing Mother Nature and how the divine feminine kind of binds the natural world all together.
Awesome job, you guys. Thank you. Mr. Reale, can you talk about how the 3D printer gets used in your classroom?
So my principal's engineering class is what you see here. That's a class where they kind of integrate the 3D printer in their designs. So not all of their design can be 3D printed, but parts and pieces of it. So it's kind of up to the students how involved they want it to be, but they have the opportunity to get as involved as they'd like.
Jack, are you having a nice time at the art show tonight?
I'm having a great time. Wonderful indeed. So many talented artists here and so many beautiful pieces.
Lisa, can you tell me about your sustained investigation and how you came up with that idea?
Sure. So this year, my sustained investigation is sort of the human condition told through animals. So last year, I had a different sustained investigation that I ended up not really sort of liking by the end of it. So I had a lot of time to look at it over the summer. And when I thought about like what I wanted to exemplify, I wanted people to feel an emotion with my art. So I wanted to look at things that people experience, and then I wanted to tell that through animals so that it was a little bit more sympathetic towards animals.
Awesome. Well, phenomenal work. Thank you very much. Can you tell us a little bit about your artistic process?
So I actually have the least amount of artistic process out of everyone in AP Sculpture. Everything that I make comes to me on the day that I make it. Like literally as I'm sitting there on the pottery wheel, I decide what it's going to be.
Miss Dinsmore, can you tell us a little bit about what it's like to create the art show and what goes into that?
Sure. Well, it really starts in September when all the kids start making their artwork. In our lower classes, our drawing and painting 1 and sculpture 1 and 2 and 3 really just make stuff all year. And then we pick their best pieces probably about a couple weeks ago, mat them. And then the really spectacular part, I think, is the senior boards and the senior tables. So these are all the AP drawing and painting kids, photography kids, and sculpture kids. And they get to curate their own boards and really just share their creative expressions, which we love.
Can you tell me a little bit about how nature inspires your artwork?
Yeah, so basically my artwork takes a lot of inspiration from how nature in itself is imperfect and how we need to learn how to admire the imperfect in life, because nothing is ever perfect.
What a very well-informed, sustained investigation. Thank you very much. Greg, can you tell us a little bit about what inspired your lovely sustained investigation?
So I took a lot of inspiration from famous fashion designers like Gareth Pugh and Mugler, along with Black culture and queer culture. You can see on my little inspo board behind me. My whole entire investigation is based on the struggles of minorities, but through fashion. And so I took elements of that and turned them into fashion looks and everything like that.
Amazing work. Thank you very much. Mr. McIntosh, can you tell us about what your students create in your classroom?
Sure. I teach engineering and architecture, so my students do hands-on design projects. They do computer drawing, which we call CAD. They make all sorts of contraptions and machines and test them and improve them. And then in architecture, they design houses, other buildings, they measure existing buildings, and just create interesting things.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Dylan, which came first, your art or your sustained investigation?
Definitely my sustained investigation, because I think in order to have an idea of all your art and incorporate them all together, you need the idea of what you want them to be based on.
Great work. Thank you, Dylan. I am here with
Mary Murphy, Hope and Katsy Murphy's mom.
Mrs. Murphy, how does it feel seeing your twins' artwork progress over the 4 years of high school?
It's unbelievable. My kids are so creative and artistic and so different in so many different ways. And I think the Marshfield school system is amazing in allowing them to grow in this opportunity. And I think art is amazing. So I'm so happy that they're in this program.
Thank you very much. How do the skills that students learn in marine fabrication and the carpentry program carry them on into the real world?
Our program is specifically catered to real-world experiences with the tools and the machines. You can see all the kids' work around here. All these projects are real-world based, and this is more for kids who don't want to sit at a desk in a classroom. They want to get up, move around, and engage with material and tools and other people and build things. So this is all about kids wanting to build things.
Yeah, like I didn't go to college. I did a side job for my stepdad, and he does carpentry, and I learned from him actually, so it was good, you know.
All right, awesome job. Thank you very much. Mr. Stanford, can you tell me a little bit about this high-tech machine we see behind us?
Sure, this is our embroidery machine. It puts thread into items so you can put on a shirt, hat, kind of whatever you want. Right now we're doing a split M for this little guy over here. We're going to heat press it onto a hat for him.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Mr. Stanford. Ray, can you tell us a little bit about your favorite piece?
So it's going to be this one, which I like to call the house in Hackensack. It was a lot of fun to work on, and I've been working on it for an insanely long time. But finishing it has been so nice, and it's like my pride and joy, my baby.
You're super talented. Thank you so much. Miss Rose, how does it feel to see some of your students' amazing artwork here tonight?
It is so refreshing to see like a completely different side of students, because I see them in science and none of this comes out in science. So it's awesome to totally see a completely different side of them. I love it.
Thank you very much.